Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Sorry, I'm letting my son know something. Uh, oh, lady down here. I'm telling you, I love my babies and I love my grandbabies. But let me tell you something. Sometimes when your children don't understand, you have things to do. I just don't comprehend. So I gave him a time and could not seem to get back here in time for the time, child. So it is what it is. Well, we've got some people that are over in the premiere of um the gender discussion and the podcast. So when the podcast ends, all of them will be here. But I wanted to say welcome to everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Let me see if I can move this, get this a little more balanced so that it doesn't go down. All right. All right. How is everybody doing tonight? It has been forever since I have been live. It has been for freaking ever. So we're just waiting for that other one to get done and then we can get started over here. I'm hoping that people, recognize I'm still alive and kicking. This was my birthday weekend. So we're going to let the people get over. Let me see here. Let me let them know. You'll be automatically redirected. So, anyway, how's everyone? We're going to put oh my gosh, Gemini. I swear. I'm not just going to let her be out there for a minute. I'm not doing it right now. I'm going to copy the link um, into the live here so that you can join. Okay. Um, Red Violet, you're supposed to stay over there on the other side. Um, this one here, oh wow, like everybody's leaving that other one. Okay, I wanted you guys to watch the rest of that. So when you get done here, when we're done on this live, I want you guys to go back and pick up where you left off in the premiere because um there's some of those concepts that we're going to want to discuss tonight. And actually, that spurred me wanting to have an after show discussion because there has been this great attack, and then another attack, a re-attack on the divine. No, you don't have to go back, Linda. You guys are here now, so just stay here. Just stay here. You guys go back and watch it again when you're back. Um, Guys, hang on one second. I'm going to mute myself. Let me stop the camera. And then I'm going to mute myself for a second because I need to let Gemini in because she's going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and it's going to drive me bananas. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. Good night. Any Husenheimer. When I was doing this, I've had that presentation or that teaching on the principle of gender prepared probably for a good week and a half to 2 weeks now. And in the meantime, in between time of all of that, I have, noticed that I don't know if I want to call it a resurgence or I want to call it never died down, lay down, or it never died down. I'm not sure which, but we're back at this point now again where we have men, women, whatever, discussing and attacking, right? Femininity and divine femininity. And I feel like we have this situation where we've got men that are piping up again. And before it was just kind of the 3D men, right? We had your Kevin Samuels, we had other people that would make very disparaging remarks about women, or basically just say, listen, if you're an educated woman that's over the age of 30, heaven forbid you have a child and you're a single parent. But if you're that age, you don't hang it up. Especially if you're a Black woman. You can really hang it up then. And Lord, honey, don't be my age and then be trying to find a man. But what I'm seeing now is a little bit more insidious, and I'm really concerned. So I wanted to discuss this concept of gender and the concept of gender as it relates to the law of attraction and manifestation. Because I feel very strongly that our perception of interaction with assignment of and or this determination of how we identify ourselves in the third dimensional realm is negatively potentially impacting how we interact with both genders in the fifth dimensional realm. Or should I say the higher realms as it relates to as it relates to the law of attraction, manifestation, and creation. It's a negative impact. And why do I say it's a negative impact? I say that because, and let me do this, I need to be able to copy some things. Bear with me, my channel. Now, hang on. All right. I'm going to pin the message to join the discussion. So I pinned that message so you guys could have it handy without issue. All right. Because you guys we're going to join the discussion together. Tell everybody we're here because I want to have this talk. I want to have this talk about the divine feminine. I want to talk about what it really means to be operating in your feminine, your divine feminine level and your divine masculine level. And of course, I definitely want to talk about all that because of the fact that here we are about 1 week away. Yeah, 1 week from today, we'll be just wrapping up our Unleash Your Divine event with my good friend Scarlet Raven. Hopefully, Shamaness Destiny Raven will also be able to join us. I got to talk to her tomorrow. We'll be just wrapping that up and also having our first graduation ceremony for the for Lightworker Academy from our certification program. So there's a lot going on, but this is a very important piece, I believe, for where we are right now in the general gist of things, or the general evolution of things. Is thank you, Miss Carolyn. Is that we're questioning now, or in this revitalization or revival of the feminine, the divine feminine energy. I don't know that we truly understand what divinity is. I don't believe we truly understand what it means to be divinely feminine, let alone divinely masculine. And we've got all these rather bastardizations that are running around here, and they are all, a lot of them, I will say, the bastardizations there, they have skewed what it really means to be divine, what it really means to be divinely feminine or masculine, what it really means to have both operating. Red Violet, you need to just go back to the website. That's why I've been busy all day. Go back to the website and go back to the page and see if you can pay via PayPal. Choose PayPal as your payment method. And if that doesn't work, then text me at the phone number that I called you from yesterday. Thanks, hon. But to be able to do both, right? And to know what it means to operate in the divinity of both, or to operate from a sense of divinity. So when we have these issues of, are we non-binary? Are we, I don't mean to be funny. I'm sorry, honey. I was just had to train of thought. Are we operating from a level of divinity in our esoteric or metaphysical practices, employing the fact that there's masculine and feminine elements of us, no matter how we want to cut it? It doesn't matter if you are identifying as something or another, one gender, another, or neither, in this third dimensional realm. The fact still remains, in the higher realm, in your esoteric essence, in your spiritual reality, which is your true self, you have both masculine and feminine at work. And if you do not comprehend that, and if you do not accept that as a truth, you're going to have very difficult times manifesting. B, you're going to potentially have a very difficult time in resolving traumatic issues, because you are not operating in a sense of neutrality and divinity. Because we're so concentrated on what is the presentation in this incarnation, this presentation in your avatar. So gender and understanding gender, understanding gender, embracing gender from an esoteric presence, perception, belief, if you will, is paramount to your creational process. Because if you can't find it anywhere, if you can't find your divinity, I mean, first of all, we got to get to the point where we understand that we're divine, and then be ready to unleash and unload and unlock and allow it to operate in our day-to-day living, and not only just entertain the concept, but then also employ the reality in our world and operate as a divine being. We got to get there first. And then we have to embrace, no matter what our presentation as our avatar is in this incarnation, in this lifetime, it doesn't make a difference as far as the fact that you have a divine masculine and a divine feminine. in operation, and that you have both elements, and both elements need to be in balance with one another in order to participate in the creation process. In order to create, you have to, under no uncertain circumstances, embrace your masculine and your feminine. Now, I'm hearing a lot of men having issue. Bear with me. Okay, here we are. All right, sorry about that, guys. I had to get the grandkids together. All right, we got questions. Heterosexual men. Can you help me understand, what do you mean? What is the question in regard to that? What do you mean by that? All men, all women, every living being has both male and female, masculine and feminine elements to them in the spiritual realm, independent of how you are playing out your mission or what your role is as your avatar and your incarnation on this planet at this time. You have both. And if you are one that even goes from biblical Judeo-Christian belief systems, that's where you started, when they said, let us make man in our image and likeness, they made Adam. From Adam, they pulled Eve out. Therefore, and that's in the discussion we just had. When we get done, you can watch the podcast that I just put up, that I uploaded here on YouTube. So everyone was created with both in there. You cannot have creation without male and female. So that means you cannot have manifestation without embracing both aspects of yourself. That does not mean that you are playing out as a more feminine energy or more masculine energy at any given moment in time. But I believe that's where there is a big issue that is brewing with this whole certain women are more masculine than they should be. Miss me. We're merely operating in a divinely feminine, divinely masculine balance. In fact, I can still go back to the Bible and pull up Proverbs 31. And the Proverbs 31 woman worked her tail off and made the real estate deals and all of that stuff, while her husband was praising her in the gates. That don't sound like a man that's going out hunting and fishing and providing, but I'm just saying. My point is this: when you are out, when a woman is, and this is, I think, what we're not really ready for at the moment, or some people are having an issue with, is a woman that is operating in her divinity. And I'm not saying toxic divinity. I'm saying in her divine feminine nature, fully living her true goddess, not where she's out here chasing a dollar from another man in his pockets, not when she's letting people walk all over her, not when she's just letting, you know what I'm saying, toxic relationships rule her. And that's the only type of relationship she knows how to have. Now, when she devalues herself to the point where the only thing she thinks that is valuable is between her legs. Now, don't y'all get upset with me. Don't y'all get upset with me, because I'm telling the truth. This is Ain't Tea talking right now. I'm telling the truth, because I've been guilty of the same thing. I've been guilty of saying, well, back in the day, it was Visa Gold, and then it was Visa Platinum, and then it was the Black Card, and then it was, what I may or may not have used to get certain things. That's not right. In fact, that's called being a loose lady of the night. Only not owning up to it. Okay? So, tell the truth, shame the devil, as we used to say. I'm ashamed. Tell the truth, and the truth shall set you free. I'm not proud of everything I did in my late teens, early adulthood, early 20s, maybe even a couple, 3 things I did in my early 30s. But the point of the matter is that we have been just as guilty of that, because while we didn't value our femininity, we didn't value our feminine, we didn't value who we were as a woman, and we allow other people to put this value on us, that the only way for us to get what we wanted is to open up our legs to get it. And that our value was based upon whether or not we could cook, we could clean. You had to be a lady in the streets and what in the sheets. Let's all be real. And I had just turned 53 on Friday. Let me tell you, there's a lot of young women that are hearing the same thing. And then we have the young men that are hearing from these old head men too. Oh, well, if she ain't in her 20s and she got kids and she this and she that, and if she ain't, then don't be messing with her. Basically, what they're trying to say is these 6-figure Negroes. Now, I'm going to call it what it is. These 6-figure Negroes are saying, listen, we're going to leave the ones that may have had children, the ones that maybe are not, skinny, or I don't know who right now is, I don't know. Anyway, that aren't 26 to 28. And you know what I'm saying? All that kind of stuff, that have this hourglass figure or whatnot. We're going to leave all the rest of that to the Negroes to the men that are making $50,000 or less, because that's all you all deserve. And we deserve this, that, and the third. See, this is causing more division. Or what are you creating in this case? So this is why I wanted to have this discussion, because what we are manifesting right now is more division and less balance in our, not only that one. Yes, I have found my true value. I don't know if I'm still finding it every day to an extent. I will say I found my true value. And I know it every day now, right? Didn't know it there. And it's not just him. Yeah, Meg the Stallion is a nice squirrel. Okay, so if they ain't looking like Meg the Stallion, if they ain't looking like her, we ain't got time, right? And then they expect that girl to be able to cook and clean and stuff. What girl? What? Let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all think that the young female, and I'm not downing them, but if you think the Gucci loving, right, nails everywhere, hair always, da da da. If you think that girl has learned how to cook and that is what she intends to do for you, I do believe you better listen to WAP. Cause Cardi already put y'all up on game. She says, I don't cook, I don't clean. But I tell you how I got that ring. Didn't know what she said? I don't cook, I don't clean, but I still got that ring, or I tell you how I got that ring, something like that. And then what she said. You need seasoning and everything. You darn right you do. But I'm telling you, that's the girl that not y'all, but some of them are trying to go after. That is not living. I'm not none against her at all. I like Cardi. None against Cardi at all. But what I'm trying to tell you is that's not living in your divine feminine. That's not being a goddess. Do not come to me and say you're a goddess, but you expect for a man to take care of you. Goddesses don't do that. Goddesses don't wait on the man to take care of them. Y'all didn't know I knew that song, did y'all? See, that was y'all. Y'all should have looked back, because I was all about that song. That's not being a goddess. And being a god that truly is a god, that truly believes in himself and truly is not threatened, will not want a female that's the only thing that she has to offer you. We got some spiritual women out here trying to tell the rest of us, you don't know how to be female. You don't know how to be feminine. That's the problem. You won't submit. Let me tell you something. This ain't about submission for me. Now, I'm a little older than what some of these young girls that are out here talking this trash mess are saying. And I'm sure some of their biological clocks are ticking. So I do have the advantage of having had 3 children. I have 2 grandbabies. Let me put it to you like this. This isn't about submission, because the divine feminine and the divine masculine have to be at balance with one another. They each, the whole package. That's right. And I ain't got no time for that either. We need each other to be as comfortable in our skin and our position and our energetic prowess as the other. What does that mean? Now, I present in this avatar as a female. There are some things that I don't particularly care to do that are probably more masculine in nature. I've had to do these from things in my lifetime being a single mother. I am now a 53-year-old goddess. I ain't doing it. So there are some things that the man in my life, okay, honey, I'm gonna need you to come over here and fix this. Yes, I know how. I just got my nails done. Now, did you hear what I said? I got my nails done. I can be high maintenance, but I maintain myself. I'm not asking you to get my nails done. I'm not asking you to get my hair done. I'm not asking you to get my pedicure. I'm not asking you for my massages. I'm not asking you for my spa treatments or my dermatological treatments. I'm not asking you for any of that. But you know what I am asking you for? When I need that masculine energy, not only just to come fix something, but when I need that masculine energy of a little support, a little assistance, a little all of this, right? When I need that masculine, like, yeah, babe, you could do this. Yes, babe, let's go. Right? When I need that passionate, that support, that's what I need you for. then I expect for you to be there. Because when you need that feminine, baby, it's going to be okay. Let's literally figure it out. Michael. Listen, I sometimes dye my hair, baby. Don't worry about that. I don't worry about that. Okay. It's wisdom. It's wisdom. Can you hang a pick and move furniture? Exactly. That kind of stuff. But I'll do that too. My point though is there's some masculine energy sometimes I need because we need to procreate. Not for nothing. Not for nothing. You know, every once in a while I've talked about as bloop X magic. They're very, very, you could use them for that too. We could use each other for that. I ain't mad at you. You can't do my nails, but you'll give me a massage. Oh, that's very nice. That's very nice. My point is, I ain't asking nobody to do my nails or pay for them. I will maintain myself. But when we have both together, okay, what we have then are two people that are truly building, that are truly, I'm an entrepreneur at heart. I love to create businesses. I love to help other people create businesses. This is what I enjoy doing. This is part of my calling, right? I love to help other people prosper in their purpose. That's my calling. I need my man to be ambitious and a go-getter as well. Because if you just sitting on the couch being a couch potato and you have no vision, I can't be with you. Now there are people that can don't want risk takers and don't want that kind of person. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be with that kind of a person. That's fine. It's just that's not for me. So if you're walking in that divinity of that you can do anything, right? Because you know that you can create your reality and you can take this risk and bet on yourself and then you probably are going to be a good candidate for me. It doesn't necessarily matter if you've already got a successful business. In fact, I may or may not want you to. I might want to build it all together. I'll be okay with that because as long as you have the dream and the vision, I could work with that because we could put the energy together. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, ain't no laying around the house now. We ain't finna do that. But do you get what I'm saying? So now I'm gonna bring this all back to this concept of understanding that you have both and bringing that into balance in your own existence. In the Hermetic principles, let me see if I even still have this. Let me go here. Let me see here. Okay, here we go. Here, guys. If you weren't watching before, I'm going to share my screen window. I got to go back here. Let me go over here. Sorry, guys. Hang on one second. I got to do this. The Kabbalion says gender isn't everything. Everything has its masculine and feminine principles. Everything has its masculine and feminine principles. The semicolon should be there. And then it says gender manifests on all planes. Gender isn't everything. Everything has its masculine and feminine principles. Gender manifests on all planes. My point is this. Let me get back here. My point is this. You have both within your spiritual, your auric field. You need both in order to manifest within you. It manifests in this physical plane. In order to take what is in the ethers and then coalesce it and bring it down and slow down that energy enough so that it manifests physically within us or around us and in our lives where we can literally touch it. We absolutely have to embrace both aspects of ourselves at the same time. It does not mean when you do that, that then you are somehow losing a part of your masculinity or femininity. It means you are bringing your spiritual self into balance so that you can create, procreate, generate, regenerate, birth, and rebirth in your own existence. It is the need to understand that. It is the lack of the understanding of that and the understanding of that that has been a huge block in us in our manifestation game. It is also the misgendering or the complete solo gendering of God solely as a man and a masculine entity that has screwed Christianity and Judaism, and I would say the Judeo-Christian and Muslim group it is screwed the big three over because there's no feminine energy to create a God blessed thing present. Tell me what man creates their children by themselves. Don't worry, I'll wait. Let me know when y'all got that answer. Do y'all know a man that has created a child on his own? A man, biological, born man. Don't worry, I'll wait. Okay, no, I didn't think so. So why is it? Thanks, Red Violet Crystals. Thank you, Jeanette. I did have a wonderful birthday. We're actually going to celebrate it sometime this week. I celebrate my birthday for a whole month. I decided not to start till the middle of July, but I'll be celebrating all the way through August. Thank you. I'm going to take all of Leo season 2. Anyway, so why is it that we then say God solely by himself? Thank you, Miss Anna. Thank you. Why do we say God solely by himself as a masculine entity created everything when we know it is an impossibility? Literally an impossibility. Gotcha, Jeanette. I love that preach cobbler. I need to make me one too. Why do we do that? So literally what has happened is because we have defeminized God. We're taking away half the power. Now the clues are all through. I know the Bible backwards and forwards, which means I also know the Tanakh, right? The Torah and the Talmud. I don't know the Quran backwards and forwards. So I can only speak on 2 of the big 3 or 2 of the 3 Judeo-Christian yada yada. The clues are in there. They're all throughout it. So there were keys and breadcrumbs to it. But this challenges this concept, right? When we don't identify God as masculine, nor do we identify God as feminine. There's that too. There's I don't say God, I say goddess. Now, one can say, I got ready to say, what woman created a child without a man? And then I was like, oops, Mother Mary. Okay. Um, However, there was still masculine energy that had to come upon her. Now that one though could be a little interesting because in all actuality, when in the Bible, when it talks about the conception of Jesus, I feel like, doesn't it say the Holy Spirit came over her? Let's look. Because I think I'm about to really kill a sacred cow that y'all are going to be like, girl, we are not messing with you no more. We are done with you. Uh, the Immaculate Conception. Y'all, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I honestly feel this is about to get real nasty, real quick. Matthew 1:20 to 25. Let's look at Matthew 1:20 to 25. Hold on. One. Listen, y'all. Now, listen, when I look at this, I don't want none of y'all getting upset with me. Okay, all right. I don't want nobody getting mad because I'm about to bust something up and y'all is not going to be happy with me. Well, some of y'all might not care. So let's looky here. All right. Can y'all see that? I can't see the chat anymore, so okay. Let me see if I can zoom in. This is Matthew, first chapter, 20 to 25th verse. But after he had considered this was talking about Joseph, an angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream and said, Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Mary home as your wife, because what is conceived in her is from the Holy Spirit. I want this to sit with you for a second. The Holy Spirit. Because there are other references to the Holy Spirit as feminine energy. Even the Catholic Church, when we're talking about the Trinity, the Catholic Church will say Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, which is the church. Her. The church is the what? Bride of Christ. The Holy Spirit is talked about being the spirit of wisdom. Wisdom is considered a feminine energy. Throughout different times in the Bible, y'all, I'm not making this up. And I didn't intend to go here today. I didn't intend to go here today. I didn't intend to go here, but we here now. Oh boy, that just may have messed my whole gender thing up. But anyway, we're going to leave that alone because otherwise I'm going to get people cussing my ass clean out and I'm not in the mood for y'all. I can't battle y'all today. Let me stop sharing this because y'all going to have. Anyway, my point to the matter is this. I'm going to bring this up. Red Violet, I don't believe she was already pregnant. Well, she was pregnant at that moment. When in that verse that I talked to you about, but in Luke, it gives the account of the spirit coming over her at night, coming to her, and the spirit and the angel said, "You're gonna have a kid, a child," and then the spirit came over her. Spirit is always, almost always, pretty much always considered a feminine energy. So I find it interesting. Because typically you need masculine and feminine. So was the masculine and feminine energy equally as, enlightened in her or whatnot? I can't say that. But I will say this for sure. You cannot have creation without both. Gemini, you're going to have to sit. Now, we'll talk about that another time. But you cannot. No, babe. There you go. Now, that's just fine. I find that interesting because if those are both feminine energies, then basically we had two feminine energies that had creation. So where'd the masculine come from in that level of creation? I think I'm gonna have to sit with that for a second. That one's interesting to me because we always talk about women we're pregnant with promise. Or remember when I'll give you all words and I'll give you all messages and I'll tell you all, you're pregnant with promise. And are you going to fertilize the seed of promise with your faith? Because you have it within you. Are you going to fertilize the seed of your promise with faith? Because you have it within you. So this is something that's, we're going to sit with this for a minute. But in regard to this energy and understanding that you cannot stand in front of me. Come here. That you have masculine and feminine. This in the law of attraction is very important because you're going to employ all of this energy into creation. Men, women. Michael Taylor says, what's weird is men have memory glands. Exactly. In the podcast, if you go back and watch it, Michael, when we get done here, go back and watch the podcast. It's up, Sunday Soul Podcast. Girl, move. The Sunday Soul Podcast for today, and I talk about the fact that in the story of creation, the Christian story of creation very clearly says, the Judeo-Christian very clearly says that God said, let us make man in our image and likeness. And then Eve came from Adam. Eve was removed from Adam, right? The consciousness or the feminine side was removed from Adam, leaving some residual feminine nature within Adam and leaving some residual masculine energy within Eve. Gemini is a mess and a half. Gemini is like, I want my screen time. You ain't been on live. You ain't been making no videos lately. I need my time on screen. But anyway, so that shows you that there is some feminine energy within every man, but you have to embrace it. And I'm not saying to become effeminate. What I am saying though is that until you embrace that creative side of you, that side of you that has emotion, that side of you that has the energy that flows, the side of you that it is in tune with spirit, the side of you that has the intuition. Until you embrace that fully, you're not going, it's going to be much more difficult. You're going to labor very, very hard to create your world, to create that which you desire. Women, until you embrace the logical, aggressive, um, hardcore, passionate, go getter, da 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 side of you, and not always seek to be taken care of. No women are seeking that in this chat, I know, but not saying I need to have somebody to submit to. And men, when you stop looking for someone to submit to you, then we gonna really, after once this whole retreat is over, let me tell y'all something. We're gonna be getting into some goddess talk around here. Because I have had it. If you can't tell, I am passionate about this. I don't want to hear any more about this. But it's causing such a divide. And we don't really understand what it means, women, to be a goddess, right? First of all, but anyway, we're going to get into that. As soon as this retreat is over, we are going to get into some things on that level because I'm through with it. We're not doing the submission thing. And people say, well, that's why you don't have a man. Let me tell you something. I have a person in my life to the degree that I wish to have them. And I'm quite happy. Now I had hold on. I have anonymous over here talking about giving me massages, so we might have to talk. But and anonymous already is getting points because he likes my cat Gemini. So he's already getting brownie points already. Keep going. You said you said you you could give me a massage. You like my cat? Keep talking. You getting now? Anyway, clearly you ain't shy. You don't mind my spirituality. So that's another. You just getting point after point after point. You hitting slam dunks, 3-pointers, free throws. It was the cat for me, boy. He loves him some Gemini. You love a cat. You love my kitty cat, Gemini. It's the cat for me. But anyway, I love a man that loves cats. The point being is this: is that when you can embrace both sides of yourself as a man or a woman, then you're the law of attraction, then manifestation, then creation works so much simpler and so much smoother. But we are literally out of line. We're out of whack. We're out of order. Out of order. Anonymous, stop playing with me. So y'all see this other side of Lisa that could be. I like to have fun. I'm fine. I have a feeling this is about to turn into an after dark conversation real fast if I don't stop it. Anyway, NT way. That's about all I had, y'all. I really, I just kind of wanted to have that discussion a little bit and go a little bit deeper. This really is intriguing to me, though, the fact that the Holy Spirit, which is considered feminine, came over Mary. So that would be the feminine energy can create on her own. Mm. Well, there's some truth to that. There's some truth to that. Anonymous, you need to stop playing. Um, Women are the only ones that can bear life. Life can grow within us. Bring her out. Anonymous, stop playing with me. Um, you plugged into the retreat. Yes. How many of y'all here are going to the retreat? So this is what we're doing, by the way, for the retreat. The retreat is Unleash Your Divine. You guys remember? Unleash Your Divine. It's not just about goddesses, but what have you. We're going to be going over sacred geometry, unlocking your limiting beliefs. In actuality, the interesting thing, I'm just like putting the finishing touches on that stuff. Your limiting beliefs can actually be your greatest strengths. And they're usually the keys to your greatest strengths and your greatest abilities. But you're unlocking and limiting beliefs, unlocking your psychic abilities, light language activation, quantum creation, light bending, timeline jumping, so much more. So much more. The cost is $222. If you go to my website, heartofinspiration.net, you can register today. You guys register today, just like Red Violet did just a few moments ago. Not only you're going to be able to, you're going to get a Friday night special VIP session with me, and those of you that have already registered, you'll get this as well. VIP session with me to activate your light body, your Merkaba, or reactivate it. So we'll be sending you the videos. We're going to reactivate that together on Friday and really kind of start that astral travel experience. So go register today. It's my birthday gift to you guys. Okay, it's my birthday gift to y'all. And I'm going to pick 3 of you guys that are registered for the event. I'm going to pick 3 of you to give you an Akashic record reading for free. So 3 of you guys will get an Akashic record reading for free as well. So go over there and register. I want y'all to go. I want to see y'all there. Okay. We have to. I did see one post asking men what they loved about Black women. It was so sweet to see men responded. That's so good. That's good. That is good. I like that. So you guys go to heartofinspiration.net and go register now. I even have a payment plan where you can do like 2 payments of $111. So there's also a $25 fee for shipping. So if you don't pay the shipping, though, you won't be able to get the box that I'm sending out. So anyway, all right. I've been on here an hour. It's time for me to get off. I've been yammering. I got to come on hopefully tomorrow, and we got to go over information for the full moon. I want to talk about the astrology first, and then do some readings on it. So we're going to do that. I'm going to talk about full moon astrology and the readings and stuff like that too. So we'll be chatting quite a bit this week. And give me ideas on what you want me to talk about. Yeah, the relationship dynamics, yes, are we're going to have to talk about that a little bit more. I might end up living in this gender concept for a minute, because we do have the dynamics misconstrued, and then how we can't apply the same physical stuff to above. We can't. We can't. It's interesting. But embrace both sides of yourselves. I had to embrace both sides of myself and learn to be okay with the fact that I have a lot of masculine energy. You know what? It's okay. It's perfectly fine. Because I could be just as feminine as the rest of them. Let me tell y'all something. You never go hungry at my house. I cook with the best of them. Cook, clean. I don't do it as much as I used to, but I will. Not because I can't. But baby, let me tell you something. I'll pay a housekeeper too. But I will cook. I'll just cook tonight. I will do all those things, but I like to do it. But we just have to be sure our personal gender is okay. Like, I'm okay with having the balance. And I know when to allow one to take the lead and the other. That's the important thing. So, all right, guys. Let me get out of here, y'all. Thank you so much for coming tonight. I'm going to get back live again and start seeing y'all more often. It's a little more difficult these days, but we're going to do it. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you guys so much. Namaste. Bye, guys. Hey there, beloved. Listen, I just wanted to take a quick moment to talk to you about a really important event that's happening at the end of July 24th and 25th. It's called the Unleash Your Divine event. And I'm hosting it. I'm facilitating it. How fabulous is that? Over 2 days, you know what we're going to do? We're going to help you unleash your divine. And for some of you, I'm pretty sure you're like, well, what does that mean? And why would I want to do that? Listen, we all have divinity within us. We are all gods and goddesses, small g. We are all divine, small d, of source, of creator, of God. We are all a part of that. And it's time right here, right now, for you to finally let that loose and create the world, right? Create the world that you desire to live in. You deserve to live in, that you were always meant to live in. So what I want you to do is go to my website, www.heartofinspiration.net, and I want you to click on the box that's going to pop up. It's going to say, I'm ready to unleash. If you're ready to unlock all of the secrets for abundance, happiness, peace, joy, all of these things, and live a divine life, then I want you to go there right now. I want you to register right now. It's only $222. That's nothing for a lifetime of joy, of peace, of abundance. Unleash your divine with me. Let's live the life that we were always meant to. www.heartofinspiration.net.